From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
35-yard line.
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua to Evans on the slant. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st.
Complete to Mike Evans.
The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
The Patriots will line up for
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On second down, Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Dolphins.
They'll run on first down. Wilkinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On play action, here's Tua. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and...
Now this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Tua toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division.
Rashad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rashad Perriman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Tua going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Tua. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
It's a gain of 20.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dolphins.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's got Perriman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up 4th.
Xavier Howard on the covering.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. He started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 10.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
2-point conversion.
There was a lot of zip on that. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to go down again. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
42-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Let's go, D. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Patriots 33.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, Wilkinson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Tagovailoa. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he's got Snead. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Willie Snead. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
And once again, the Pats decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Patriots 41. Dolphins.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 99. 1918.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Another carry.
Good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
Complete to number 31.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 13-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short.
Kyle Duggar there on the coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One final try for Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass intended for number 31, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
on 4th down, they come up and take the knee.
Today's final score, Patriots.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Bears are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Vikings are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Texans are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock.